All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. Guys, if you're new here, take a second, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. If you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. You guys always are good about that, and it helps support the channel, helps me grow a lot. So thank you guys. We did pass 2,500 subscribers this weekend, so I'm shocked, man. I started this channel 3-4 months ago. I didn't expect anything like this. So thanks for all the continued to support, and I'm gonna continue to get you these units, get you a bag, and crack these folks. And lastly, if you guys want to join the Discord, we are up to 65 Discord members. If you want all the plays, all the player props, all the parlays, and to just join a dope community with a lot of guys who are passionate about sports betting and learning how to bet better, it's $5 a week, or you can just pay $10 a month. You'll get access to everything, and it just helps support the time and effort I put into all this. Okay, so let's review yesterday, which was NFL day, and I cracked a dumbass. 12-6 day yesterday. It was beautiful. I just couldn't lose, man. The Panthers killed me. I really thought they would do better than they did. They also cooked one of my parlays. If they'd have got 18 points, I would have hit for like $3,000, but it is what it is. And then the Rams, the Packers shocked me too. The Rams just had so many unfortunate plays and turnovers. Packers threw like an 80-yard bomb to start the game. A couple unfortunate turnovers. I think the Packers got lucky though. I still think the Rams +3 was the right play. Sometimes the game just don't go how it should have gone. But all in all, great day. Up 6 units. How the fuck can you complain about that? Great day, guys. Okay, so anyways, let's review today's slate. I'm gonna do baseball first, then I'll do football. So before I get into anything though, let me get this pulled up real quick. Give me 1 second. We're going to do the player props first, then we're going to do a slate review and do the straights and talk about all that. But before I get right into these player props bright and early, I got to talk about the sponsor of the video. Boom. Bet any sport. Guys, if you are in a state where sports betting is not allowed, or you have to go in person to a bookie or go see it to a casino, guys, betanysports.eu, link in the description. 55% cash bonus right now for deposits. Use code TOOEASY or click my link. Guys, it's just the best offshore sports book there is. So if you can't bet, or if you're banned from a sports book, or if you're not in a state where it's legal, it's just like having FanDuel or any other recreational sports book. You can bet player props. You can bet parlays. You can bet on futures. You can bet on anything. The game tonight, if I want to take a prop and I want to do, let's see, interceptions, and I want Justin Reed to get an interception, I can bet that just like that. It's quite literally that simple. But you can also go further and start and bet on parlays and things like that. So you literally have full access to everything that the guys with the recreational books have. Again, that's Bet Any Sports. Don't be sitting around and using bookies and things like that, or going in person when it's just completely unnecessary. Tyreek Skubal, I can take him at 11 strikeouts at plus 21-23. I mean, you can bet anything. I can do Matthew Boyd at 10 strikeouts. Then I can parlay them together if I want to. And, like you just have access there. There's the parlay. The odds are plus 35,700. You guys get what I'm saying? So it's just like having a recreational book. Okay, let's talk about the player props for the baseball game. Salvador Perez, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Now, it is beach ball Rodon, and he was looking good. Then he kind of regressed back to his typical form. He's not looking too great. Okay. That said, I don't trust Salvador Perez at all. I don't trust the Royals bats very much. I think he's good to get a hit. This could go either way, but I don't like Salvi, man. Anytime he's kind of cold, 80% hit rate over 10, 65 over 20, 52% on the season. But when he's cold, he's really cold. When he's hot, he's really hot. Right now, he's just not getting that run or RBI. He's just getting 1 hit a game. So I like him for 1 hit, but not to get the hit run RBI. So give me the under for him. Next, Michael Massey. Guys, you're getting him over a half a hit run RBI for minus 120. I mean, he's got this 75% hit rate, 66 on the season, 75% hit rate over 20, 80 over 10, 80 in the last 5. He's been hot. He's been pretty much on fire, and I'm going to ride that as long as I can. So, and today, the Yankees have possibly their weakest pitcher on the mound, in my opinion. So, yeah, I like this play a lot. And that's just where I'm going to be at for those 2 props. Okay, guys? Anyways, let's talk about the game. Let's get into the slate review. So, first game of the day, guys, we have, let me get this situated right so I can talk about it. We have the Tigers and the Guardians, Tyreek Skubal and Matthew Boyd. Okay, so upon waking up, everybody in the Discord was like, oh, I know you're on the Tigers today, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, I was like, I'm 100% on the Tigers today. What I did not expect was these books to completely and utterly price us out. The books have this shit. They have the Tigers at minus 130. They've taken basically all value from them. They've made it impossible to bet because, truth be told, the Tigers should lose the game. Guardians are, from everything we saw all season, a better team. Matthew Boyd is not no slouch. And the Tigers' bats are shaky. The problem is they've been on fire since that split. They've been the best team in baseball. So it's really hard to fade them with best pitcher and best team in baseball. But for the price of minus 130 versus a Guardians team who's pretty much on fire too and playing really good ball. And I've said all season, I think the Guardians could win the World Series. So it's tough it is just so hard to get there with the Tigers at minus 130. And you have to remember the bullpen, at some point, Tyreek Skubal has to come the fuck out of the game. When that happens, what are they going to do? When Tyreek Skubal comes out, we've seen this Tigers bullpen been shaky as shit. They're tired. The coach has been using them, a different bullpen pitcher every inning for the past few games, like doing full bullpen days. I don't think the bullpen comes in here and does well. I think Tyreek Skubal is good to give up 1 or 2 runs. He's good to give up a home run. He gives up usually 1 or 2 runs a game. If the Guardians hit a home run on him and it's a 1 or 2 run bomb and the Tigers maybe keep it close, the Guardians, though, have the best bullpen in baseball next to the Padres. Some of the Padres have the 2 best bullpens in baseball. They have Tyreek Skubal coming out to the dog shit bullpen. I think the Guardian, it's just, I would love to back the Tigers with Tyreek Skubal. And it is so hard to not back best team in baseball right now with the best pitcher in baseball. It's hard, but the price is too steep. I literally cannot back it at minus 130. So if I had my lean, I'm leaning Guardians, but I also have the Tigers on here, but I also have the Guardians on here because I can see it either way. I get it. You're getting fucking phenomenal value to take these Guardians too. So I think the safe play is just play the first 5 under 3.5. I think that is just the best you can do because I don't see either of these teams scoring early. I think the best bet here is just take the first 5 under 3.5 and walk away. I don't think they had the team totals listed very well either. Let me check what they had the team totals at. Yeah, I mean, if you want them to score 3 runs, you can you can take the Guardians to score over 2.5 at minus 120. Shit. Problem is, Skubal's not gonna give up no runs. So tough. This game's just hard, man. Stay away from it. Bet the fucking under. Okay. Royals and the Yankees, guys. Now, this is a game there is a lot of value in and a lot of good bets. So here's the thing. It's Cole Ragans and Carlos Rodon. Beach ball Rodon struggled a lot, got better. Then he kind of had a shaky performance again. But I think he's looking much better than he did at the beginning of the season. Problem is, guys, Cole Ragans is the Royals ace. You have him and Seth Lugo, but most people consider Cole Ragans their best pitcher. And I've kind of jumped on that bandwagon. I was like, no, it's Seth Lugo, but Cole Ragans has been a dog. By the way, got 4 left-handers pitching today. Cole Ragans is a lefty. Yankees is a lefty. Guys, and one more point on the Tigers and Guardians game is Guardians have been great versus lefties, but so were the Astros. And that's why people weren't trying to bet the Tigers. And Tyreek Skubal went out there and shut their dumb ass out. So I don't put much into that. Again, you have the Royals and the Yankees. But 2 left-handed pitchers. Again, I don't put a lot of emphasis on this. I don't think it matters much, especially not in postseason gameplay. So let's just focus on the facts. Carlos Rodon is their ace, and anytime you get an ace at plus half a run for the first 5, you take it. I believe in this. I've lived and died by this. I just lived, actually, because I don't get cooked on this hardly ever. Royals ace, you can get him at plus a half a run at minus 125. There is no planet where you do not bet this. You're getting Cole Ragans, their best pitcher, plus half a run in the first 5 versus a Yankees team who can't score. They just don't look good. That said, last game these bats came alive, and I said, look, man, when it's playoff time, these boys are gonna step it up and hit the fucking ball, and that's exactly what they did. But so did the Royals. Today, I like the Royals to win. I like the Royals on the money line, or I like the over 7.5 at plus 105 or at minus 105. We just saw last game, these guys came out, hit the shit out the ball. The Yankees are going to hit a home run or 2. It's just going to happen. Whether it's on Cole Ragans or not, I don't know. Another thing I will say, though, is that the Royals did just face the Yankees. Cole Ragans did just face the Yankees. He shut them the fuck out. He went 6 innings with only 3 hits, but he gave up 2 earned runs because, like I said, the Yankees are going to hit a home run. Like, you damn near guarantee they're going to get 2 or 3 off any pitcher because somebody's going to barrel the fucking ball up. 6 innings of 3-hit ball is a shutout. He dominated them. He just happened to give up that one hard hit, which pretty much anyone's going to do. So I trust Cole Reagans a lot here. I think he does good. I think he gets through this. Maybe he makes some adjustments. Maybe doesn't pitch nothing but junk to Judge and Soto. And also, I mean, he has 7 Ks that game too, so it's just so hard to not be on the Royals here. Royals first 5 plus half a run minus 125 or the over 7.5. And then I like the Royals on the money line as well as a lean. And the reason I'm explaining a lot today is because I read my comments and my feedback. People like when I break stuff down more than when I just give a quick explanation and go. So I'm trying to be a little bit more in depth because people tend to, as a whole, like that more than me rushing through it. I know some people are like, just get to the picks, bitch, but most people who watch my shit like when I go in depth. So that's it. Okay, guys. So what did I actually play? Because I don't have a parlay for these games. I have one parlay today I'm going to show you guys. But what are my actual baseball plays today? I locked these already. I locked the first 5 under 3.5 for the Tigers and Guardians at minus 140. I just think it's a hell of a price. I love this play. I took the Royals first 5 plus half a run at minus 125. I took the over 7.5 at minus 105. I'm on Salvador Perez under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and Michael Massey over half a hit. Okay, guys, that's where I'm at for baseball today. Again, join the Discord if you want. Like, as throughout the day, I add a lot more plays. I add parlays, things like that. If you want those later on, join the Discord. Everything I play for the day will be in there. Links in the description. Okay, so next, let's get into NFL. Let's do the football for today. Okay, guys. So first things first, we're going to start with the prop. Derek Carr over 199.5 passing yards. Okay, guys. Now I'm not going to go in depth as to why I'm playing this because I'm going to talk about it in the slate review, but I'm on this play today. He's hit it 3 out of 4 times. The only time he didn't hit it was versus the Phillies, where he had his worst performance of the season. And I think the Phillies pass defense is a different animal than the Chiefs, but we will talk about that. But yeah, I love this play today, guys. So this is just simply where I have to be. All right, let's get into the slate review for the NFL. So tonight we have the Chiefs versus the Saints. It's a game that I'm very excited to watch, and I think it's going to be a phenomenal game. Now, my leans today, I'm on the Saints plus 6.5 or the under 43.5 is where I got to be at for these games. Okay. Now, what's my thought process behind this? Why am I making these bets? Well, the way the slate reads for this game, in my opinion, I think this game's going to be a lot closer than people think. And I think the Saints could even win the game outright. The Chiefs have really not impressed me. The Saints have. I know the last 2 games have been terrible by the Saints, and the first 2 were amazing. Like, the first 2 games look like best team in the league. Last 2 games, they've looked like shit. Problem is, these Chiefs, man, they are 4-0. I get it, but my God, they've looked like rough, man. Really, they have. Pat Mahomes giving up a lot of interceptions. They are not looking good on pass defense. They're decent in the red zone, and that's where I think it's saving them, just like the Saints, why the Saints aren't giving up tons of runs. But if Pat Mahomes they've been turnover machines this season so far. Pat Mahomes have looked Travis Kelce's looked but again, like I said, when it gets down to crunch time, these guys step it up. I think they're just getting everything in order for the postseason because they're going to make the playoffs. So I think they try to figure out and incorporate other players. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't think the Chiefs are as bad as they've been playing. And mind you, they are still 4-0. But tonight, it's going to be primetime Monday night. I think Derek Carr wants to put on a show. But the way the slate reads, mind you, real quick, the Chiefs' most points they've given up in a game is 25. The Saints' most points they've given up in a game is 24. These teams are defensive juggernauts. I love the under 43.5. I don't see this being a high-scoring game. Lots of field goals, which I'll get to. Lots of field goals, lots of turnovers. And again, I like the Saints at plus 6.5 because I don't see them getting blown out with how good their defense has been. So Saints have looked worse. The Chiefs don't look good, though. You have 2 top 5 teams in rush defense, right? So nobody's running on these teams. Nobody is running the ball. So they're going to be forced. It's going to be a lot of first down, 1-yard run, second down, 1-yard run, pass, 3 and out. There's going to be a lot of 3 and outs in this game, I think. If they do give up on the run, it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a lot of passing. 1 run and then a bunch of passes, right? That makes me think that these Saints have so many interceptions and Pat Mahomes keeps throwing them. This Saints pass defense is excellent and their run defense is excellent too. Both these teams, really, if you want to know what's winning the games, it's been their defenses. So mind you, the Saints have allowed, this is a fun fact for you guys, the Saints have allowed 1 passing touchdown all season, and they're ranked 1 in red zone defense. So what's happening is teams who do get down the field versus them, they can't score. They're like just impossible to score on in the red zone. 1 passing touchdown all season, and they have one of the best rush defenses in the league. Their defense is phenomenal. Like they have, in my opinion, top 3 defense in the league is these Saints. On the other side of that, Chiefs have done pretty damn good in the red zone as well, and they have a great rush defense as well. They don't have a good pass defense. I think this sets up, I think truthfully, if you look at the game as a whole, I think this game highly favors the Saints. I really do. God, I want to bet them on a straight so bad. But it's taking me to that +6.5. I don't think they get blew out. I think this is a very close game. And again, like I think all the stats favor the Saints slightly. Not even slightly, a lot. So what are my actual plays and what am I actually going to be locking in today? I locked the Saints at +6.5. I locked the under 43.5, and I locked Derek Carr over 199.5 passing yards. And again, what these two teams do is there's been a lot of offensive yards put against them, so their defenses don't look that great because teams are driving on them with pass. Then the Saints will get an interception, so they don't score. Or they'll pass. Then the Saints' red zone defense, they've only given up 1 passing touchdown, and they're number 1 in red zone defense, so they get all the way down the field, then they can't score. So the defense looks bad because there's a lot of yards being given up, but there's also a lot of interceptions, and the red zone is on lock. Same with the Chiefs. And they have a great run defense. So when you look at the Chiefs, great run defense. So teams are passing. They're giving up a lot of yards. Then they get to that red zone and they can't score. And because you can't develop a run, the pass is coming. There's some picks happening and turnovers like that. So I think it's low scoring with a lot of yardage, a lot of passing yards, low scoring. The reason I didn't take Pat Mahomes pass yards over 250 is because I worry he throws two interceptions tonight. So no runs, lots of passing yards, lots of offensive yards, red zones on locks, lots of field goals. Okay, guys, that's where I'm at. These are the plays for the football and the baseball. If you guys want all the plays, all the parlays, all the straights, all the props, everything I do, join the Discord. There's a link. It's $10 a month, or you can pay $5 a week. We're all in there just trying to get it back and crack these folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Yesterday again was great. 12-6 on NFL. Let's keep it going into today. I've been so hot lately, man. We are up just units on units lately. I mean, it's all trackable. I don't hide anything. It's all my stats are I track my stats every day in Discord too. So enjoy, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Let's get it back and let's crack these folks.